What's poppin', fam, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload. Today is chest day, baby. Best day ever, and I thought, why not explain to y'all a little bit on how I do my chest days. Now, I've made multiple videos in the past talking about chest. Obviously, I think that is one of my best attributes when it comes to anything. I love chest day. I always love chest day. So, I think I'm gonna try to break down my chest workout. I've had switched it up a little bit from my typical chest workout. It's kind of still the same, but I added in one or two new movements that I think are going to be game changer in my physique. And it has to do with flies, so dumbbell flies. We'll get into that into the gym session. I did them last chest day, and I ain't shitting you. My chest was sore to the touch. It took me like 3 days. My chest never gets sore, first of all, because, I work the shit out of my chest. I've always loved hitting chest, so my chest can go through hell. The fact that it was sore means that it went through extra hell. So that's exactly what I want. So I'll be showing y'all that workout. I did want to tell y'all about this one thing though. Since it's New Year's or a little after New Year's, now everybody wants to try to get in shape, and which I'm all for that. I got something that might help y'all out that are struggling with tracking calories. As y'all know, nutrition is the most important part of building muscle, losing weight, anything. It all starts with your diet, and if your diet is ass, your physique is going to be ass, you're going to feel like ass, and you're going to look like ass. I mean, there you go. But an app that helps me. You don't know how to balance out your meals, measurement, all that. I have an app for y'all. No, I'm not sponsored. I really enjoy this app. It is paid for, so I think it's $30 a year. So, that's not that bad at all. Just spend the $30. They have another monthly option, but you come out better just buying it by the year. This app is called Cal AI, as you can see here. Now, what you can do with this app, I'm not going to go over exactly how to maneuver everything, but if you click this little plus button right here and you click scan food, it comes up here. So say this sweet potato right here, right? I can take a picture of this sweet potato. So just take a picture of it. I'll take a picture of this sweet potato and it'll analyze the sweet potato. And it'll tell you how many calories are in that sweet potato, how many carbs, like it just went through. 112 calories in that sweet potato. Obviously, I'm going to leak that because I've already logged it. 112 calories. See, it's exactly equivalent to the other one I logged. 112 calories, 2 grams protein, 26 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of fat. And then it all is stored here in your... I've ate 2,000 calories a day. I have 343 left. And it tracks everything. You can scan barcodes with this and do all kind of things with that. I thought I would share that because it helps, Like I'll measure out all my stuff and I know what's in it. I can take a picture with this app on my phone and it gives me the exact same thing. So it's actually crazy the technology they have, but thought I would share that with y'all. Go try Cal AI. I wish I had a code for y'all to use to get a discount, but I'm not there yet. One day I will be though. Gym session. Also, last video I was talking about how the Georgia weather, it was like July. What the hell am I talking about? It was January and it was 75 degrees Saturday. It is Sunday as I'm recording this video. Guess what the temperature is now? It's fucking 45 degrees out here. And I'm in short sleeve. But anyway, it's young LA, so it'll slide. That just shows you how bipolar the Georgia weather is. It can't make its mind up. Alright, since I'm filming my entire chest workout, I always start off with some type of a stretch. I'm not going to really film the stretches because there's no really point. I really do. I grab a 5-pound weight, hold my shoulder like this, and do like this for like 4 or 5 sets. Warms your rotator cuff up, that way you don't, tear something. Always stretch before you do anything in the gym. I don't care if it's back day, leg day, or even cardio. Still do a little bit of a stretch. Keeps you from absolutely destroying something, pulling something. That's the last thing you want is to pull something because that shit takes like 2-3 months. Right, trust me, I know. I always do them, just a little minor like arm stretches, basic stretches, nothing really, fucking abnormal. But I do them and then I'm starting off flat bench dumbbell flies. Now there's a certain way that I do my dumbbell flies, which I will show y'all. The way I start these out and the way I do mine, I start off like 25s
If you've never done this exercise before, I recommend going at like 25, 30s, maybe lower than that. You don't want to go crazy heavy on them because it's not that kind of a movement. This is not like a pressing movement, but I always start off. So I'm laying flat on the bench now. Anytime I'm doing chest, I always retract my shoulders back. So same thing with this. So here, and then I'm gonna poke my chest up and retract my shoulders back into the pad. So I have a slight little arch in my back. I take the dumbbells, and you could do a regular fly. So you can take it and literally go like this, and then push up. I don't go all the way down. I don't go all the way like a fly like this because it puts a lot of strain on my shoulder and it hurts. All I do is kind of do just like this. It's kind of like a press and a fly at the same time. Play this. And what I like to do, just to hit a little different, I'll curve these dumbbells in. So it's like this. For some reason, I just get a hell of a lot better stretch when I change them dumbbells in. I'll turn them in just a little bit. And then I'll probably move up to the 35s with these.
Letting time fly, can't stop, won't stop, hit the skyline while everybody else flies, cause I'm downright keeping things on lock, I'm about mine. Sipping 100 proof shots, letting time fly, can't stay in one place, we the outside, going at it all day till it's nighttime. Now I can't see straight, but it's alright, I'm doing things my way. I'm going out now, I'm going out now, I'm going. Stay out of my business, attitude switching, no speed limit, chrome heart dripping, righting my wrongs, writing that picture, future so blurry, couldn't frame it with a filter. So I don't know how to act, babe. Need some money in the city where the bags at.
One thing that I will tell y'all is, just because I do a certain amount of sets on something, so say that dumbbell flat pec fly, if you guys are really feeling that movement and I only do like 3 sets or 4 sets of them, and you guys really feel that, like for me, I really feel that. Some days I'll rep out 6 sets on that, okay? If you really feel a movement in your chest and you feel it stretching, you feel it, the contraction on it, don't be scared to do more of that because that's gonna grow your chest versus just switching it up to a movement just because somebody else does it. For me, I might not feel decline bench press like at all, but I might feel dips. Why the hell would I do decline bench press and I don't feel it? You know, it is good to switch it up, you know, have variety. But if you're feeling them dumbbell flies, if you're following this video and I only do 4 sets, but I do another machine that you don't like, dude, just do 2 more sets on what you do feel. You know, you don't have to go exactly like it. As long as you're giving it your all and putting it toward it, taking your sets to failure, you're gonna get better at it. I could sit here and spam out chest flies on this and have a bigger chest than somebody that does, you know, incline bench, decline bench, flat bench. I could sit here and have a better chest just by one exercise because of how you do it and how hard you take your sets, as I should say. All right, if y'all know, if you've been following me for a minute, you should know about this machine. This is my absolute favorite machine ever in any gym. It's basically like an incline chest press, basically like incline barbell bench. That's a little different. Incline is obviously the best thing to grow your chest. Obviously, you know, most people know that, but if you didn't, now you know. This machine here is like, it's like a cheat code because it's kind of like how we was doing the dumbbell flies, like this. But this bench sets up and it's kind of the same movement. It's a little wider grip. There's 2 ways you could do it. First of all, you could do it like this, which is like close grip, narrow grip push up, or the way I like to do it, just to get that a little wider. You want to grow your chest, you want to grab it a little wider, and then you push up like this. Both ways work good. You could do them both ways. Kind of hits the same thing though, but the inner one, you kind of hit a little bit more inner chest, outer kind of hit a little bit more outer chest. This machine here, like if your gym doesn't have this, one, I'm sorry, okay, because it's that good. But another alternative is you can set up a Smith machine incline bench press and just do that to failure. That works great too. Just make sure with all these exercises, make sure you're not just throwing the weight around. You're controlling the movement, feeling the stretch in your chest. That's the number 1 part. You're bodybuilders, not powerlifters. There's a difference there. We do this shit to look good, not to fucking throw around 500 pounds. If you want to do that, then you got the wrong video. I can do 5 to 6 sets on these, but I think I'm just going to stick with 4. I'm going to do 1 warm-up set, and then I'm going to throw 10 and a 5 on top of the plate I already have on here, and do my 4 working sets with that.
Took her out of work and now she never going back to it. Said it feels better when you come and put your hands on it. Oh yeah, don't got no money so you spending mine. Back to LA and now we going up. Came from the back and now we in the fun. Still in the club and now you know we letting time fly. Can't stop, won't stop, hit the skyline while everybody else flies, cause I'm down right. Keeping things on lock, I'm about mine. Sipping on the proof shots and time fly. Can't stay in one place, we been outside, going at it all day till it's nighttime. Now I can't see straight, but it's alright. I'm doing things my way. I'm going on about mine.
I don't usually do this machine, but this is something new I've kind of been adding back into it. I don't usually do it just because sometimes it'll hurt my shoulder. But here lately, my shoulder's been feeling great. Everybody knows about my shoulder. It's bipolar. Some days it wants to work, some days it doesn't. It's been feeling fine lately, so I've been trying to add these back in it. This is actually the machine that kind of tweaked my shoulder, oddly enough. I'm always skeptical about doing these. Any machine that I've like slightly tweaked something on, I'm always skeptical about doing. But these work very good. They're ISO wide chest. These are absolutely amazing just for that wide stretch that you get. I'll probably do 3 sets of these. Like I said, I'm not too fond of this machine, but it works, so that's why I do it. I will say, just because you can lift 4 plates on this doesn't mean you should lift 4 plates on this. I see a lot of people, they just throw 3, 4 plates on it and they'll sling it. It doesn't really do too much, you know what I mean? Versus if you drop it to 2 plates at 25 and control it on the way up and squeeze and then control it on the way down, that's where you're gonna see your growth, not just necessarily slinging the weight. You wanna make sure you're getting the full contraction when you do these.
Driving, 4-wheel driving, smoking at the house, I can feel the heat rising. Time spent wilding, need a psychiatrist. Your lies ain't a purse, baby, I am not buying it. Can't stop now, got too much motion. You had your emotion, I'm fully loaded. Don't act like I am just a drop in the ocean. You said you don't know how to act, baby. Need some money in the city where the bags are.
Alright, next for chest, I'm going to hit the standard pec deck. This is just a seated pec deck, you know, nothing really fancy about that. I will say this, I usually do hit more incline movements, so I'll usually do either a incline bench press 2 or a Smith machine incline press, or either a dumbbell incline press. Either, you know, any 3 of them will work. I've literally spammed my upper chest. I've spammed it for 3 years. I want to kind of switch it up just a tad. So if you're trying to grow your upper chest, by all means, you need to, or grow your chest in general, you need to hit your upper chest, like spam it as much as you can, because that's where your growth is going to happen there. That's how it's going to make your chest poke out in your shirt. Flat bench is bullshit. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't know if anybody's told you this or not, but if you do flat bench and you're trying to grow your chest, you might as well give up now. That's just for show off. It doesn't really, you know, do too much besides just boost your ego, in my opinion. One thing that you want to stick by is your incline pressing movements and your flies, because that's going to stretch the muscle tissue more than, you know, just like a fucking decline bench press and a flat bench press. They don't really do too much. One more thing I see people do, they'll have this thing like jacked all the way back here. Don't do that. Don't listen to anybody that tells you to do that. You're gonna tear something, like seriously, especially when you're trying to load up on weight. You know, have it like, you can have it slightly past your shoulder, but don't have it cocked all the way back here. Like, take it from experience. You're gonna screw your rotator cuff up and tear your pec too when you're at it. But have it about like, you know, you ain't gotta have it up here, but a little bit past my shoulders is where I like it and where I feel comfortable moving the weight without it actually straining my front shoulders.
Out of work and now she never going back to it. Said it feels better when you come and put your hands on it. Oh yeah, don't got no money so you spending mine. Back to LA and now we going up. Came from the back and now we in the fun. Still in the club and now you know we letting time fly. Can't stop, won't stop, hit the skyline while everybody else flies, cause I'm down right.
Alright fam, that's pretty much going to be the end of the chest workout. Really the main things you want to focus on with being chest would be your flies and your incline, like I was saying previously. It's really just the stretch that you get with them. You can't get anything else. Obviously, I would still hit lower chest, you know, to somewhat dips. Dips hurt my shoulder, so I hardly ever do dips. That's why nobody ever sees me doing them, because I don't like doing dips. They hurt my shoulder and it's just not comfortable for me. But the thing you need to prioritize on is upper chest. So that's going to be anything incline for the most part. You don't have to do any crazy chest work, no crazy little movement. I see some people doing like fucking some crazy chest workouts, like do a set, drop down, do 17 push-ups, jump back up, do another set, no break. You don't really need to do that to build muscle like that. You know, don't think you have to do some type of hybrid. You have to go hard, but you don't have to fucking just boom, 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 unless you want to do that. You know, you can and it will work, but number one thing is to take every set to failure, or at least close to failure, where you're pushing yourself. You're working out. You're not sitting on the couch eating chips. You know what I mean? So working out means you push yourself. That's at least how I look at it. I take every set close to failure. I'm pushing it, as y'all can see in the video. That's how I've always trained. I like training like that. Just maximizes the growth. So as you can see, I mean, results, they pay off. Eat your protein. That's your diet's gonna determine how your physique will look in the long run. You can't out-train a bad diet. And I really do mean that, because my diet was shit for a long time. Note, I did get stronger because I was consistently working out, but you didn't see my chest pop like you do now. Like this, like the striations I have on my chest, that comes with clean diet. It doesn't come with anything else. Like you can see the veins through my chest right now and the striations. And if you want to know more about that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I drop all kinds of things, grocery hauls, what I have in my refrigerator, what I eat to cut weight, what I eat to bulk. Let me know what kind of content y'all want, man. I post it all. Subscribe if you haven't, turn on post notifications. And yeah, the chest is... it's definitely popping. That is no joke. The abs, we have definitely leaned down. I hope y'all did enjoy the workout. Make sure you follow all the tips in this video, and I guarantee you your chest will grow. And thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next video. Peace out.